Newstart. Now, Labor went to the election, we know, saying they'd review Newstart, didn't commit to increase it. Now they want an increase, won't say how much. Not surprisingly, they're trying to highlight the divisions that are there in the government now on this as well, with particularly National Party MPs agitating for some increase in Newstart. Barnaby Joyce, even, I'm not sure if this helped the cause, but complaining today that he does it tough on more than $200,000 a year. And yes, he has various family expenses that we all know about now. But the point was this afternoon, the inevitable question to the Prime Minister, could you live on Newstart?
Could the Prime Minister live on the Newstart rate of $40 a day?
All of those who are on Newstart or many of the other welfare payments that are provided to them by the taxpayer, those payments are certainly modest. I will not engage in the unfunded empathy of the Labor Party, Mr Speaker. I will not go out, as the Labor Party did at the last election, pretending they're going to do something about Newstart, but they won't tell Australians how much you're going to increase it by.
I wanted to drill down to what we hear a lot from the Prime Minister and other ministers on Newstart. Now, the one answer they give is they pivot from whether you could afford to live on it, but they say 99% of recipients are on other payments. So this is your average Newstart recipient, people on Newstart. The base payment average, $491. Now, that's a fortnight, so the $555 is the maximum. That's the average. 100% of them get the energy supplement, $880 a fortnight. So when they say 99% get another payment, well, you can call it 100, but many of them it's only $9 a fortnight.
$4.50 a week. Okay.
36% there get rental assistance. Now, that can be higher, but the average there is $115 approximate a fortnight. So the total amount over a fortnight, again, the average recipient, $637 a fortnight. Oh, there's another thing there, I should say, family tax benefits. That's quite high, but only 19% get it. So $637 a fortnight or $46 a day is an average. Now, it's a bit rough because you've got families in some cases that boost that up, but this still not a lot of money.
No, this figure's interesting because the debate's often it's $40 a day, and the government says, oh, what about all the other things they get? So you're saying the average is actually, when you include all those other things, $46 a day.
Exactly. So rental assistance was a good example. Now, so what percentage of people get that? 36. Only about a third get that. It can be significant. I mean, it's still $115 a fortnight, not a heap. But it's important to remember when they say, oh, but 99%, the average is still pretty low.
Now, those who do have a job, of course, many, particularly on lower incomes, particularly women, rely on penalty rates. This has been an old argument, of course, over the last term of the Parliament, since the independent umpire, the Fair Work Commission, decided to wind back some of those Sunday penalty rates in retail and hospitality. Look, with wages still yet to really show signs of picking up, admittedly there are some signs, but any real momentum, generating any real momentum in wage growth. Labor's again going after the government on the penalty rates front. Take a look.
Why does the government support cutting penalty rates when the Reserve Bank says that stagnant wages are a key contributor to slowing growth in the economy?
The Treasurer has the call.
Well, Mr Speaker, we don't support cutting penalty rates, but we do support an independent arbiter, Mr Speaker. And it's taken 53 questions from those opposite for the member for Rankin to get a question to the Treasurer, Mr Speaker.
Just quite explicit there, and we don't hear this a lot, that he started his answer with, we don't support cutting penalty rates.
That is significant, I think. They've always been very careful, I think, in their language, the government, as to this is an independent umpire's decision. This is not the decision of government. But Josh Frydenberg, the Treasurer, no less, saying we don't support.
Current tense.
We don't support penalty. Well, there's still more to come. Are they going to do anything about it?
Are they going to advocate?
No,
Are they going to... interesting.
Anyway...
You could legislate as well if you don't support it.
I don't think they're about to. I think that's just a language thing there. But it's interesting and, significant.
Speaking of a language thing, have you decided whose side you're on, David?
I'm on Sky News' side. Your side, Tom.
Right down the centre. This is a big part of Question Time today. I think we're going to hear it for a lot of months. Question after question had that little hint in there about whose side are you on when they were asking the Minister.
Yeah. How the Morrison government is on the side of regional communities who want roads to be safer.
And how the Morrison government is on the side of Australians to ensure that they get a better deal.
Will the Minister update the House on how the Morrison government is on the side of Australians who deserve a better deal from big energy companies?
Pretty easy inference. So if you're not on the side of road safety, you want people to die on the road, you want higher prices. Am I being
a little simplistic, isn't it?
Yeah, it felt a bit straw man, question after question after question. But look, there's not a lot of people, I guess, zoning in on this sort of thing and obsessing about it.
No, I think it's interesting. They clearly think the tactic last week, which copped a few... well, in fact, it angered Anthony Albanese when they went to the terrorism laws and said, whose side are you on?
Road safety is a pretty similar thing, isn't it?
Exactly. I mean, no one's on the side of people dying on the roads. Anyway,